Okay, guys, so we're gonna jump right into it. Starting off by priming my face with the baby skin. And then we're gonna jump into my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I mix my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and the Versali to make it a little smoother. It goes on a lot easier than without the Versali. Just making sure they match on both sides. Nobody likes one skinny brow and one thick brow. And of course, I'm going to clean it up with my LA Girls Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. And I only clean up the bottom of my brows with this concealer. I usually clean the top of my brows with my foundation. And then I just blend that same concealer all over my eyes before I do my eyeshadow. Sorry guys, I was watching The Shape of Water and that shit had my attention, so that's why I keep looking I keep looking over. I was trying to, multitask. And then I'm using my favorite palette by ColourPop, which is I Think I Love You. Back in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer to do a half a cut crease. But The Shape of Water, I guess, was more important than my cut crease because y'all need to watch that movie. Just for the hell of it. You'll do the same thing. And for my white shadow, I got this LA Girls shadow. I literally got it from Dollar Tree because I couldn't find any white eyeshadow for this look. And it does the job for what I needed it to do. And it comes with its own little mini brush, so I'm using my e.l.f. glitter primer before I pack on my glitter for this look. And the glitter I also got from my beauty supply store. And then I'm going in with my HD Flawless foundation, which I also got from the beauty supply store, in my NYX Total Control. And I just blend the two to get my skin color. I'm just gonna buff that out with my damp beauty blender. And then I'm going to proceed with my normal highlight and contour with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, of course. I was trying to decide if I was going to do my chin, but my chin gets covered up later on, so you'll see why I didn't highlight my chin like I usually would. And then, of course, blend that out with my damp beauty blender as well. And watch my movie at the same time. Then I'm going in with my Color Mates liquid eyeliner, which I also got from Dollar Tree. And this has to be the hardest part for me, is putting on eyeliner. To do a winged eye, trying to get them to be the same, this takes the longest in my book. And of course, trying to watch a movie at the same time does not help. And of course, you know, since I'm not perfect, wing eyeliner was a little chunky in some spots. You can always clean it up with your concealer. And since it's black, I did go in after that with just a bit more concealer to try and cover up, you know, the gray looking areas. And then of course I blend that out with my beauty blender. For my highlight, I usually use the Sacha Buttercup. I do not bake, so I legit only use enough to press into my face, and I just keep pressing it in like I was blending it, and just let that sit. Of course, I had too much finishing powder, and I don't know where the clip is that showed my contour color that I use, but it will be in the description box because of course I can't think of the name of it right now. But every product that I use will be in the description box below. And it can be seen in my other videos if you take the time to watch those out. Now I'm going in with my liquid latex. This stuff is strong, you guys. The smell is, it's not unbearable, but it is strong, especially the very first like 5 minutes of using it. I'm just putting that everywhere that my tissue is going to go, and this is just a piece of Kleenex, and I'm ripping the edges off so it's not so smooth looking. And then I'll just go back in with more liquid latex to lay the edges down that I did miss. And I do this for about 2 or 3 layers. I don't know if there's a real technique to this. I kind of just slap it on there and, keep on moving. For texture, I just use ripped up cotton balls. And then I put more latex on top of those to, for one, keep them in place, and two, it makes them a little stretchy, so it'll look like skin hanging off. And I don't put them in any particular order. I just slap it on there where I feel fit. And the cotton ball process does get a little messy. You see the cotton ball does come off with the latex, but you can always just take it off of the brush or sponge, whichever you choose to use, and put it back onto you, like so. It's just like playing with glue. This little yellow thing it was supposed to be like my version of wax, but it was too dry, so it didn't necessarily give me the effect that I was going for. So that's still a work in progress. We'll try it again on a different look. I did go in and add a few more pieces like that to give it a different kind of texture. And I just used the latex to hold it on. So I ended up cutting a few holes into the latex. You'll see why later. And for my highlight, I go back into my I Think I Love You palette by ColourPop, and I highlight with eyeshadow. I sure do. I don't know what I was saying. Don't judge me, guys. And then I just buffed that highlight out so it's not so harsh. And yes, this latex does feel a little awkward at first, so stretching to try and adjust to this new feeling on my face. And the same thing I did to my neck, I did to my stomach. And I just go in with the same foundation that I used on my face. I just go in to cover the tissue paper and the cotton balls to make it blend into my skin a little bit better. And the blending doesn't have to be perfect. For one, I'm using more colors on top of that to make it look bruised. And there will be plenty of blood, as you will see later on, to cover in any white spots that may still be there. And I use this blush palette with all the different reds. I end up using pretty much every color in this palette. And I got this palette from my beauty supply store just to give it the red bruised look. No special technique, just slapping it on there. And of course I go back into my ColourPop palette and use the black just to give it a little bit more color and make it look bruised around the edges. And of course, I do the same exact thing to my neck. I did not get to film me actually putting the blood onto this look because I did have to leave to go do someone else's makeup. But in the end, I will insert clips of the very final look with the blood and after all the bruising has been blended in, and pretty much how our night went. I kind of did the same look on her, but it wasn't the same size as mine. But those clips will be inserted in towards the end of this video.
Years ago, I was
After all the black is put on, I go back with the red blush and just blend that so the black is not as harsh. But of course, as always, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to the very end to see the clips.
Snapchat. No! Fuck you! He goes, ooh. That's how he cries. He goes, the baby. He cries by like shaking.
Somebody, but somebody gon' need to go. Somebody, I'm somebody, and I'm sorry, but somebody gon' need to go. I'm not trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking
I don't like the song.
you ain't even really gotta be my boyfriend.
Yeah, you do.
I just wanna know your name. Maybe sometime we can hook up.
No.
Hang out, we can just chill. That's my favorite.
Don't I look scary, y'all? Like, she looks nasty. I think she's dead. Oh. Ew.